Hi all, second blog entry for brain pains, my new blog. Make sure you subscribe on my YouTube, you add me on Facebook, check the video before this, it's me talking about what's going on. Real short this one, to be honest. This is just more of a seizure diary for myself and for others to look at, and maybe, in future if there's ever something I need to look back on, any effects, any alterations, any changes, at least I can see. And just for anyone out there that has seizures or passes out or faints a lot, make sure you are noting down how many you're having and when you're having them, because not only will this help you look back and think whether there's a less amount or if there's more, it will also provide you a point to see if any alterations have happened, and also just generally to give you an idea of how your health's done. So I highly recommend, if you're in a similar boat, you note down what's going on. It will help your doctors as well if you ever report into them. So the last one I had was on the 7th of September, which was a couple of weeks back. Really odd one here. Saw my dad just randomly on that day and he asked me if I'd had any seizures. I said no. 5 hours later I had one, so cheers Bruce. No, I'm only messing. But it is kind of odd that one thing I've noted in the past is there's been a few times when I've chatted about seizures and I've actually had one a couple of hours or the same day later. So bit of a weird, almost a premonition of what's going on there, I suppose. But it's not related at all. It's just an odd thing that I've picked up on. So yeah, quick story to what happened. It was my mate Bucci's wedding, and we had gone to the venue the day before. Jack, Bucci, myself, and his partner Rachel. Everything was fine. Probably hadn't eaten enough. That's one thing I picked up on. But I was drinking water through the day. I'd had a couple of coffees. Nothing out of the ordinary. I'd had my medication, so everything was fine. Probably a bit of heavy lifting here and there, but nothing major, nothing I don't do at work, so no difference. If anything, it was quite a chilled out day. Didn't really think much of it or expect it to happen. So we'd finished at about 4 o'clock, got in the car on the way back in the passenger seat, on the motorway, which is a bit scary for Beach, but I felt it coming on. Tried to pre-warn him. I had about 10 seconds to let him know I didn't feel right and I was going to have a seizure. Woke up on the roadside with a paramedic who had taken my pressure, said everything was fine. So at that point I said to her, I don't need to go to hospital or nothing, I can manage it and control it myself. Just made sure in the evening I rested and I took it easy. So yeah, mad one really. Just thought I'd post this up so people can see and know what I'm doing, and that I am having seizures, and it's not as regular, it's not daily, it's not weekly, but like I said, the last one before that was the 17th of June, so it's a couple of months, I suppose. That's a good thing. Some people are having it daily. So yeah, if you are in a similar boat, just make sure you are noting down, like I'm doing here, when they're happening and what's happening, and just if there's any alterations or suddenly you're having a lot more than you were, make sure you go to the hospital or you go to the doctor and just get checked out, even if it's a blood test. Just make sure you are noting down alterations. The only thing I would say that was different was the week before we'd had the stag, and it was a very heavy night. I'm not gonna lie, I probably had about 20-30 drinks. But there was still the week after that where I'd been absolutely fine. I'd been eating properly, I'd been eating healthy, no changes in my diet, no changes in my schedule. Maybe, nerves might have kicked in a bit as well, knowing it was a big day for Bucci and, a big day for Jack and myself as well with our speeches and everything. But, nothing out of the ordinary. So yeah, it's just a video blog, just noting down, as I said, my seizures as a diary. As I've said, if you're in a similar boat, make sure you're doing the same thing, and if you notice that they're getting more regular, make sure you see your doctor. Make sure you're getting regular blood tests. They say about every 3 months. So that's it from me for now. Keep checking brain pains, and I will be going over my story very soon. Peace out.